What's up everybody, Johnnie Omega here, giving you my review of the Netflix movie, The Highwaymen. The Highwaymen is a crime film starring Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson. It centers around the two Texas Rangers that were primarily involved in the attempted apprehension of Bonnie and Clyde. And I say attempted because we all know what happens with Bonnie and Clyde. Now I've seen a lot of stories of Bonnie and Clyde, the best of which I think is the 2013 miniseries. Check that out if you haven't seen that already. But I thought that this was interesting because you get to see how everything unfolds from the law's point of view. They don't really focus on Bonnie and Clyde too much in this movie, and when they do it with some assumptive knowledge of those characters. They do explain some things with Bonnie and Clyde, but most of the time when those two characters are talked about, it's done in passing conversations and minimal exposition. If you can, I actually would suggest watching the 2013 miniseries before you watch this movie so you get the whole scope of everything regarding those characters. The performances of Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson were supposed to be the standouts, and they absolutely were. You definitely believe the fact that these were two retired Texas Rangers that were called back in the line of duty. And as they try to track down Bonnie and Clyde, there are technologies and situations that come into play that weren't around when they were active Texas Rangers, so it was interesting and funny to see how they incorporate those things into what they already know. And Woody Harrelson, without a doubt, steals the show. Almost every time this guy opened his mouth, it was pure comedy. And it wasn't overdone either. It was done just enough to be effective, but not too much to take you out of the serious tone of the movie. He was a very interesting contrast to the sternness of Kevin Costner. Those two characters played off each other very well, but I honestly think it was easy for them to do that because the writing for this movie was great too. Even when they were just sitting around talking, at no point in this movie was I ever bored. Even when the pacing does slow down, it's done so with a purpose and is used for a reason. Now obviously I don't have first-hand knowledge because I wasn't around during this time, but it definitely looks like the production crew put forth some effort to get the details of the time right. The only thing I would really say negative about this movie is that the replay value for me really isn't that high. Even though I liked the movie and I thought it was really good, this isn't really the type of movie I think out of the blue I would just get the urge and watch. But that has more to do with the genre and less to do with the actual quality of the movie. So in conclusion, the story was well directed and well written. The cinematography was good and the acting by the two leads were on point. Even the acting by the supporting cast was pretty good too. Kathy Bates, John Lynch, Kim Dickens. From an acting standpoint, there wasn't an obvious weak link in the movie. All that being said, I'd say this movie is definitely worth the watch. So comment below and let me know what you guys thought of the movie. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to see what we got coming next.